In this video, we're gonna go over a practice that is extremely powerful. It's one that I've used time and time again throughout the years. And a lot of the times, like, our best teachers, is gonna be a future version of ourselves, or a version of us that exists in another reality, another dimension. And this was one that I had to grasp, and once I did, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And what if, think about it this way, what if there's a version of you existing right now in this, there's like, they've proven it, we're in multiple realities, and there's multiple frequencies, and there's a lot of things going on just right here, right now, okay? And with whatever's going on, there's a version of you that, if your goal is to be the best swimmer, has already achieved that. If your goal is to, be extremely purpose-driven, it's already achieved that. If your goal is to become a millionaire, it's already achieved that. If your goal is to become someone who has it all and it's balanced, has already achieved that. How cool would it be that instead of trying to pick up books and trying to learn from somebody else, is you can learn from the version of you that has it all figured out, right? So that's what I want to share with you today, is how to do that. And the way to do that is, how you manifest that is, your step one is to be able to connect to that version of you, right? And then once you're there, literally experiencing what the reality is like in that area, and then grounding that energy, grounding that reality into the present, in today. And as you pull that frequency into your now, realities merge, and what ends up happening is the consciousness merges. Information that wasn't available to you before that becomes available. New emotions come up, new opportunities open up, and it speeds up the learning process. And this is a big secret that I've been implementing for several years. And one of the first times I'm actually diving in deep and sharing this with you guys. So you can do this nighttime, you can do this in the morning. The way I do it, first step, the thing that I do is I picture, think of an 8, like a figure 8, and I picture it here in my third eye, so an 8, and I picture it there, and then I spin it. So okay, think of the infinity sign or the 8 sign, like right here, and then think of it spinning fast. So I put it in there and I spin it fast, and I set an intention to connect to my highest self version that's achieved that scenario. So I set an intention, and sometimes it happens then, and sometimes I might go into meditation or sleep form, and the messages come through then. And then as I spin that, okay, I let myself be carried away into that reality, and then images might pop up, okay? And sometimes it's not a clear play-by-play movie of what's showing, right? Or sometimes it's just pictures. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a me, if abundance is want to manifest, maybe sometimes it's just me running my hands in a part of the staircase in my house, and I can feel it. I can't really see, but I can feel it. Sometimes it's glimpses of when I look out and I see a nicely manicured garden and a huge pool, right? And that's all I get sometimes. But what I'm doing is I'm seeing and feeling and experiencing that reality from my own eyes. And sometimes I have it in minutes, sometimes in seconds, and it's gone. But even that, small of an experience is extremely potent, because you are touching that reality from a place, from a version of you that's achieved it. And every time you're touching that reality and you're getting used to that frequency again, you're mixing it with yours, and it pulls you up to that level. So I do that. And there are times when it would skip from, I'd have it skip from scene to scene. Like next thing you know, I'm touching, you know, the staircase. Next thing you know, I'm looking out. Next thing you know, and I'm looking, you know, at the view from a boat, and it's different images, and I just let it play out, right? And I just follow that. And at the end of all of this, right? At the end of all of this, what I do is I ground this energy in this reality. So what does that mean? Okay, that means that, like, you know, at the end of it all, I get that energy, the version of me, and I'm pulling it down, setting attention to pulling it down into my body right now, and I'm grounding it into my space. I physically pull it down and merge that part of me with me, and let it sink in there, and just let it just absorb and be one. And I do that sometimes morning, nighttime, as often as I can, and I do it to a point where the consciousness and the realities fully merge. And the first times that I've done this, like, I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up and I'd be like, nothing really happened, right? Only to figure out, you know, a few days later, like, ooh, things that are coming to me that I wasn't aware of before, I didn't even know of, and I'm like, oh wow, where did that come from? It's like a thought that was implanted in my head. Maybe I'm in the shower and something comes up, doom, and it's there, light bulb moment. And then I remember, oh wow, that must have come from the intention that I set when I did this exercise. Okay, so that's one of the things that I would like encourage you guys to do, is really try to play with that infinity sign 8 over here, spin it around, spin it fast, and as it's spinning, you can, like, you know, if you want to intensify, you can fill yourself up with white, purple, gold, rainbow, and however much you fill yourself up, it spins it even faster. And just let loose, let yourself just relax more and more into it. If you have to, go ahead and find, like, you know, a meditation music on YouTube to help you even get more into the mood, do that, play that, spin it, and really get used to connecting to that version of you that has it all, or that what you want to achieve, or what you want to experience. Connect to the version of you, and once you do, like, experience, see, feel, hear, taste, know things from that point of view, from that reality, like, you know. And even micro moments matter, right? Because it's not so much about, yeah, the visuals, all that stuff helps your logical mind, but just the intention of connecting with that energy and being familiar with it does wonders that you won't be even able to conceive, because it's so powerful. So do that, and then when it's all done, just pull that version of you, ground it into this reality, and do it as often as you can. And what ends up happening is the more you're grounding that version of you, the more you're pulling that energy in and really integrating it with yourself right now, you're merging. This is the you that you want to be. This is you right now. This is the you that has all the beliefs that make that person successful. The beliefs, they have the emotions, they have the frequency, they have the habits, they have everything. Okay, and they merge it, and that's how you learn. You learn from experiencing it in an energetic way, and that speeds everything up. Okay, it's extremely powerful, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys, because it's such a game changer. This is how I've been able to master things, or even create. I've done this, okay, and created opportunities, and it's so powerful. And it's just like, you know, you're the creator of your reality. You create the next moments, the next experiences, from a minute to minute, second to second, millisecond to millisecond basis. And by doing this, you're really just choosing what thread of reality you want to be on. Okay, and it's that powerful. So try it out. I'm excited for you guys to do that, and I'll see you guys on the next training.